So basically what I am wanting to do in this stream is I want to really focus on one of like the secrets or like scavenger hunts or like hidden things in Bahari, which we were exploring a little bit in some past streams, and I'm just going to kind of recap what we were doing in past streams as we figure this out. I saw a hint to basically how to progress forward with this, so I don't really know anything beyond like that hint, so I'm going to try to find where the hint is. But first I want to kind of recap us on what we were exploring first. So I think I'm going to go ahead and head towards, it is the outskirts, that stables. So let's run over here towards the pond, and then we can fast travel over there. So now that we are at the outskirts, the first part that I want to recap us on is if we come over here, we have a very interesting statue, which I believe is right up on top of this mountain over here. So there's like a very interesting like Mejeri statue, I believe, or something along those lines. I'm not sure what exactly the statue represents, but it's a statue here that we see like throughout the road. It looks like a Mejeri, kind of like gnome-ish like creature, kind of, or just like a kind of like monk-like creature. But basically we had the statue here, and for whatever reason I cannot interact with it again, but it was basically telling me that there's like 4 different statues around the world that will basically open something up, and I have found 2 of those statues, and then I got a hint that these statues are connected to a specific location in Bahari Bay, but those 2 things might be separate, so we might be doing like a double scavenger hunt thing, but I think they're connected based off like the hint I got and then kind of just what I've been exploring in this zone. So the first statue I found is over here, and it's actually connected to a very interesting story that's going on. So here's the statue, and it's like the same exact statue as that one, but when you interact with it for the first time you get this book, and if you read the book, the title of it is Prismbeard's Voyage. In fall comes winter. Guess you noticed the mix of Mejeri and human ruins. I wasn't exactly going to build this vault myself. Been telling a story of the greatest vault raid to ever happen. Camilla had finally found the great vault of Grimilkis, and we just needed to get through it. Suppose this is where things get kinda sad. The traps on the vault, they were too dangerous to be sending the crew into. Told her not to go in. Tried to tell her we already had enough to live out our lives to old age. She pulled rank on me for the first time in years, sent me to my own brig. She took the crew in, and I don't know what happened in there. I waited 1 day, 2 days. On the 3rd, I broke out of the brig. I had a spare key. When I came to the deck, there was no sign of them. By the 7th day on that blasted island, I finally accepted the truth. Not all vaults are meant to be pilfered. Managed to sail Eobard's Revenge back to port myself, and did some things I'm not proud of. Eventually, I put up some memorials for the crew in the garden in Kilima. I visited them every so often. Much as I'd love for you to think me a legend, I'm just a Grimilkin, and once you understand my tale, perhaps you will have a treasure of your own. So this was like a very interesting read the first time that I read it. And then I was trying to find more statues around Bahari, and I found 1 more statue so far, and I think I remember where it is, so let's head over there. Let's climb up here. And then, is there a statue here? There's a nest right there. I probably should have written down where the statue is. I'll grab this briar daisy. And then nothing here. Oh, here it is. I see the statue. So then I interacted with this statue, and then we got this book as well, which is In Spring Comes Summer. Been a long time since I thought of a story, but I'm running out of days to tell it. If you be seeking the vault of the prestigious Prismbeard, you're on the right trail. Became a pirate for one reason, to piss off my father. Ain't common in Grimilkin culture to stay close to your parents, but I did just to spite him. The name of my ship, Eobard's Revenge, is his. No, he hated them more than anything. I heard even his neighbors would ask him about my pillagings. Slowly built out a crew, Grimilkin and Mejeri alike. We became the merriest bond of vault raiders this side of Palia ever did see. Everything changed when I finally met Camilla. She had me at sword point right at this very cliff. The rest of the story is only a real treasure hunter can know. So that is the 2 books that I have found, and I was trying to wonder if there's like some connection with like the directions or like where exactly they are in the road. It seems like they're near mountains, but we have this one right here, and then we have one right here. So part of me was wondering if there's like maybe one over here and then one down here. But I got a little bit of a hint that we can go to the sunken or flooded fortress over here, and I can try to figure out something that's connected to this journey here maybe. So we have the flooded fortress here, and I remember exploring this a little bit, and there's like vampire crabs around here, which I might actually grab since I'm right here, because they actually sell for a decent amount of gold. I think these are vampire crabs. Oh, those are spine shell crabs. Are these vampire crabs? Those are normal crabs. Well, aside from crabs, we have the giant fortress right here that we can try to work our way up. There's some item right here, blue shiny pebble, so that's for Einar. I don't know if I picked that up before, but I did get the achievement for collecting them all, so I assume that I got them. But we can try to get up on top of the sunken fortress here. So let's come up the stairs here, and then I think we can basically just glide over here. Maybe not. I think there's a way to get up here by jumping. Let's come back over here. Maybe if I glide from here. Or I think there's another staircase around this way that will take us up, and it'll be a little bit easier to get up to. What's up this staircase? Is there a way up here? Oh, it's like the same thing as the other area. So blocked off there. I think we could climb up on the cliffs, and we could also glide over potentially. But yeah, this sunken fortress itself is just like a very interesting location because of its like connection to the aqueduct here. And then there is that other like secret in this map that we were exploring and trying to figure stuff out there. But this location is kind of connected to that place because I think the person whose journey we were kind of following was from that area as well. And I feel like there might not be a way right here. Let's try. Oh, we can do that. So just do some cool jumps right there. Is there a staircase back here? If there's a simple staircase to get up here, I'm going to be a little sad in or disappointed in myself. Let's come down here. Where does this lead to? We have a Phoenix Shrine, and then we have respects paid are returned in kind. My wisdom was lost in the ruins. My wisdom was lost in the sea. And then there's two others right here. Are these the two we already got? Let's come around here. What's this? This is glowing. Search vase. One old coin. And I think this is one of the new lost item quests. An ancient human coin. The front depicts a crowned man's head and the back a phoenix. So we have a new quest here, and we can try to figure out where this goes. So we have this shrine to Phoenix right here. So I think this might be connected to what we were doing. So I should probably write this down. Let me pull up my notepad here. So I'll write my wisdom was lost, was it at sea or in the sea? And then my wisdom was lost in the ruins. So the ruins instantly make me think of this area down here, which actually, this is interesting. Let's point this way, and then I wonder if it leads to there, and then if there's something over there. Because I notice we can't interact with these two candles here yet. There's like, well, I guess a total of 5 candles or something, but these two kind of seem to suggest this one right here, and then also the one over there. So I think that might be a connection that I heard about those little statues and then this place. But let's try to climb up a little bit and see if we can find our way up a little bit higher and see if there's anything up here. And then I'm not sure if we can get any higher than this, and I'm looking around at like the cliff sides around this place, and it doesn't seem like there's any way to really get up there. So that might be the only kind of like secret in this place. So I think beyond that, that's kind of like the entirety of the sunken fortress. Though I do see like a room up there, but it leads like far back. It might just be nothing there. We have this old part of the aqueduct bridge or whatever right here, which I don't think there's any way to get up onto. Okay, let's explore a couple of these spots, I think. But we have these ruins here, which is what I'm thinking is going to be for one of the hints. So if there is indeed a statue around here, I'm just going to... Oh, we have this statue? Well, this is a different statue than the ones we were looking at. So there's that statue there. And I know of one other statue that's similar to this one. Let's run around here and see if we can find the other type of statue that's in this map. And also, I might be mixing up two different puzzles right now. So I was thinking the statuette might be over there. So let's get on top of the lighthouse. I probably should have been running this way. Let's jump up here and then let's try gliding this way, which I think we'll be able to get over here. And then let's see what type of statue is here, which I've not been over here yet. And I was trying to see, oh, there's a chest here. So maybe nothing else here. We got a copper manor tile floor, and then we got a treasure chest. Okay, so I put up that hint, and then I just saw where, like, it looks like this puzzle that I'm trying to do right now is completely separate from the other puzzle that I started doing at the start of stream. So let's go ahead and run around and try to find... I think I found two of the mini statuettes. So I saw that there's one that's going to be in the area around the Windy Ruins, which I think the puzzle we were looking at in the Sunken Fortress is actually bugged right now. Like the directions are bugged, so that makes it a little difficult, I guess. I remember Palisade saying there was something on top of the ruins here. It might be a chest. Of course, there is like the gate right here that will open up at some point, hopefully. And there's a bright shroom right here. I'll just grab you. Thank you. And then let's explore up here. Just a lot of destroyed architecture. Oh, here's a chest. This might be what Palisade was talking about. Okay, well, I fell, but I grabbed the chest, so that's good. Is there anything over here? So, looks like this is the very edge of the map. And then there's a sunken ship right here, or a boat. Okay, I just read the thing. Oh, hello. Read inscription. Even when I am lost, the beauty of the waves keeps me company. Okay, so I think this is the Lost at Sea secret tip that we got earlier. And then between the outskirts and Thorny Thicket. So let's head over there, I think, and we can explore that area. But I think the other one that it was showing me was the one in the ruins, so I got that one. And then there's the one at the ocean that I just got. And then there's two more, and I remember getting one by an area where there's like the geyser there, and so close. I just need to be more patient. There's the one that's near the geyser, and then there's a fourth one, which I'm not entirely sure where it's going to be. But I think there's like, yeah, this is what I was thinking of here. Is there anything right here where we have these ruins? But we're not getting a hint for the two over here for some reason, which I'm not entirely sure why. Oh, there's a chest over here. I could grab this. Oh, wait. I think I see it. Let's climb up here. Oh, yeah, here it is. So here is this statuette, which looks like I cannot interact with it. That's strange. So does that mean I've interacted with all four of them? I must have interacted with that one at some point. Got 2 gold ore from that chest. It's very strange that we can't interact with this one. But maybe that means that I've already done it. So let's go back to the Sunken Fortress. And then we can glide over to where I found one of those lost coins. Oh, Palia. Is there anyone around? Let me just grab this. And then I think we can glide from here over to here. And then we won't have to do those tricky jumps. And then let's come back down to the Phoenix Shrine that's down here. And I'm gonna grab this bright shroom because I feel obligated to pick it up because it's like a rare forageable. But I found 8, but it's worth 30 gold each, which I guess is nice. Okay, so oh, the chest is here. We can open this. We got a rose madder tile floor, so that's cool. That's a cool looking design. We'll have to look at it on the floor. But respects paid are returned in kind. So it's still not showing me the candle, but it looks like that is the secret chest from this area. So it looks like we have completed this puzzle. So I wasn't sure if this was connected to the other area, but it looks like I have figured out the secret of the sunken fortress here. And of course we have our good friend the Phoenix. I forget her name actually. I remember the dragon's name is Maji, but I forget the Phoenix's name. But now this is figured out, but there's one other secret that I want to figure out as well. So it looks like the statue that we start at, which is located right over here, will like start the adventure and then it will end the adventure. And it looks like there's 3 other statues that we can find. So, oh, yeah, I think I was right here. And then there was a flow tree here that I was like chopping down with a bunch of people, but then there's this statue here. An odd Majiri shrine watching over the campsite. Something clicks as you put your hand on it and a book falls out. In summer comes fall. Where was I? Right. Met the love of my life with her sword to my throat. She got in each and every member of me crew loaded to the gunwales at our camp, then sent them back to the ship. Once I was alone, she followed me up the hill when I went to drop some water weight and had me at sword point before I could call for help. Not that it'd do any good. Said she had the map to the greatest Grimokin vault of all time and was taking me ship and crew to find it. Unfortunately for her, she couldn't resist my catty charms. Convinced her to take me with her, and I became her first mate. The path to the Great Vault was an adventure too incredible and salty to describe, and the whole time we grew closer and closer, camped up and down the shore. I like to think this very camp was where we fell in love. After 2 years of searching, I began to question whether we even cared anymore. Camilla, however, never forgot, and one day we made landfall near the vault. The story is a whole treasure on its own, and I'm out of dry paper. I'll save it for the next statue. So let's go ahead and head to the starting statue, which I think must be the Indian statue now. And I'm really wondering what this vault is, because I thought it had something to do with the sunken fortress. And it looks like they were like sailing up and down the coast here. It could be in another area. It might hint us towards somewhere we have to go. We have to go to the outskirts. I'm very curious about that like special room at the top of the sunken fortress, but it doesn't look like there's really anything over there. And then we have a book at this shrine now and a chest. So the chest, we got Starry Sea wallpaper, and then this book says, in winter comes spring, so you solved it. Enjoyed the treasure of prison beer, the prestigious ya lubber. Truth is, any real treasure I had is gone. The crew, the gal, the ship, well, not the ship, still have that, and I'll sink it before the likes of ya can have it. Funny to write that. I always thought that line was something corny that lubbers repeated to make themselves feel better. And don't get me wrong, treasure is great, but I spend most of it buying the crew and Camilla lovely things and to get the heat off our backs. Seeing them happy, well, that made me happier than any gold locked in a vault ever could. You can't spend it when you're dead, yeah? The doc said I ain't got many good years left. Thing is, I still got my ship, a few good lads, and a heart ready to be filled with new adventures. Plus I hear word of some waters that might cure my ails way out there across the sea. The real treasure, the memories of those old people, those old adventures, that'll stick with me until the end. Camilla made these for me before she passed. Hope her memory can bring you as much joy as it brings me. So that's a very sweet and cool adventure right there. There's a bunch of the different statues around this map, and then we get this cool wallpaper, and then we have the other statues around the map. So we're just uncovering the secrets of the statues of Bahari, which I guess while we're on that note, there is another area where we can see some statues around here, and I don't think there's anything connected to them. I think they just exist as like decoration in the world. I don't think there's puzzles. There is a puzzle near them, but that might be for another day. But let's just come and take a look at these statues really quickly. So here's this area, and I think the only thing I've really found is a shiny pebble that you can pick up for Einar, which is this shiny pebble right here, which keeps respawning. Just grab that. But we have these 3 statues right here, and I don't think these are connected to any secrets or whatever. And I don't really see anything else around here. I think there might have been a chest, that's one right there. But there is this spot over here which is another like secret area that has this like rune on like this pillar right here. Find my twin by rolling waves, return for treasures from the ocean's grave. So rolling waves, not entirely sure. It could be literally anywhere along the coast here, I guess, but I'm not sure what this secret leads to, and I think that will be something that we do another day, because I really just wanted to look at the prison beard kind of story that was going on there, and then we also looked at the phoenix statuette story that was going on as well, and we completed both of those, and that means we kind of just uncovered all the secrets of the statues in Bahari.